Good afternoon, KHS. Welcome to Teacher Takeover. We have a great show planned for you. My co-host here, Coach Dudek, and it's going to be a great show. We've got a lot of things lined up for you. We've got a send-off for social media. Coach Dudek's going to talk a little bit about the Fair King and Queen. You name it. We got the Sports Corner coming up. Also, I've got a big announcement, but I'm going to wait to say it later. It's a great show. It's a great show. A lot of the teachers are involved. Only the ones that are sorry and weak are not going to be a part of it. But this is going to be an amazing show. At this time, I'm going to send it off to social media. Take it away, guys.
I'm Mrs. Bartlett from the KNN social media team. The results of last week's poll were that Doug pulls off the bearded and bald look better than Mr. Baroker. The upcoming poll is who is better on KNN, teachers or students? Have a great day, KHS.
Welcome back, KHS. It's a privilege and an honor for Coach Lawrence and I to have the pleasure to interview the face of KNN, Curtis.
Tell you what, this is big for me to grow up these last 2 years watching Curtis on the set and just see him as he's grown as a, what are you, Curtis?
A human.
As you grow as a human, it's been amazing. It's been a wild ride, you know. And the first question I have for you is, you know, Curtis, just talk to us. What was it like on your first episode of KNN?
It's pretty cramped.
Cramped?
The old room wasn't very nice. There was that picture over there that really inspired me. Every day I looked at that and said, just like that boy, I'm gonna get my broom out and I'm gonna clean up the mess. You know?
I do understand. As you guys can see, I saw this as I walked in today, and it was the fuel that drove me today to do my best and to pick up the broom or the torch and make this KNN takeover, you know, something that we can really remember. Curtis, talk to me about the detail of this photo, though. I mean, what was the inspiration that you saw here that really made you just go to another level in KNN?
All right, so it's painted in the romantic style, I'd say, of the early 1800s. It's very much rooted in very American values. He's clearly an all-American boy. He's a hard worker, but note the seriousness of his face. All right. This isn't just what he wants to do. This is his duty to pick up the broom and to get to work.
You know, that's what I think of, you know, as I think of KNN and how it's grown. You know, you picked up the broom, you know. I mean, you went from the cramped space to this amazing studio here, the multi-million-dollar studio we have here. You can see the equipment that we have is amazing. And I just want to say, you know, thanks for picking up the broom. I mean, you're a good old American boy yourself. Coach Dudek, do you have any questions for Curtis?
Yeah, Curtis, if you could give KHS your favorite quote or some last words of wisdom to send them out this year, what would they be?
Remember to always pick up the broom and get to work.
You know, we do Monday Minutes around here, but we really want you to take a look at this photo. Let this photo challenge you to pick up the broom and go to work. Thanks, Curtis.
Kenton High School needs Fair King and Queen candidates for the 2018 Hardin County Fair. Candidates must be seniors at Kenton High School during the 2018-2019 school year, reside in the Hardin County School District, and be current members of FFA, 4-H, Farm Bureau Youth, Grange, Scouts, or enrolled in Family, Consumer Sciences, or Art classes. Pick up an application at the Kenton High School office and return it to Mrs. Hiller no later than Monday, May 14th. That's next Monday, y'all. Interviews will be held Friday, May 25th at 1 p.m. at the Kenton High School. Now we're off to the Sports Corner.
Welcome to another edition of Sports Corner. I'm Coach Lawrence. I'll be your host. This is Coach Russ and Coach Dudek. Would you guys wave to the camera? Kind of like Batman, Robin, you know what I mean? So anyway, we're going to talk to you today about the results from this past week. First, we want to talk about the softball game. Softball had a good week. We traveled to OG and took down the Titans 5-3. on a total team effort. And then we also played the Coldwater Cavaliers this Saturday, where we looked amazing for 5 innings. And then some things happened. So anyway, but it was a good week for the softball team. Coach?
Baseball team, we struggled a little bit last week, but we put it together at the end of the week with the big 7-6 victory over Van Buren.
Senior night, right?
On senior night, yeah.
Senior night, that was big. That was big.
It was.
Anytime you get a victory on senior night, that's good to send out the seniors on a victory.
Keep the ball rolling for tournament. We have a tournament this week on Wednesday against Tiffin Columbia. I'm being told to slow down. Who do you play in your tournament, Coach Lawrence?
Well, we've got a big game on Tuesday. We play the Salina Bulldogs, but we're going to also have a game on Monday and Wednesday as well, and then hopefully win Tuesday and play Friday against the Defiance Bulldogs.
Good luck.
Coach Rush, we want you to talk a little bit about the JV season. I know you've had a lot of wins and it's been a good year. Just kind of give us some highlights of your JV season so far.
A lot of highs, a lot of lows. Be better to stay closer to the middle. And you all out there should remember that too, with your emotions. All right, thank you.
That's good. That's good. I thought this was Sports Corner. We went a little different. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was deep. That was what we were on.
All right.
Psychology corner, the psychology couch.
That could be a new thing for next year.
Yeah.
Last week in tennis, the boys lost to Walpock 1-4. WBL tournament though, Alex and Mason placed 5th out of 10 and got 2nd in doubles. So it was a big shout out to Alex and Mason. A good job, and yeah, you can clap it up for them. I thought that was good. Hey, that was a good job. How about track, Coach?
Last Saturday in track, the boys and girls went to the Ada Invite, where the boys got 4th place and the girls got 3rd out of 16 teams.
At this time, we have a special interview with Jarrett Dyer. He's got a big opportunity coming up, KHS. We want you to be a part of this. We're going to go live to Coach Dudek and Jarrett Dyer right now.
Hey, as Coach Lawrence mentioned, we have Jarrett Dyer here, who's going to be competing in the national pool competition. So Jarrett, KHS wants to know, where and when are you competing?
Be St. Louis, July 5th through the 8th.
Interesting. Now, how long have you been playing pool?
A few years.
Define
4.
4. Sweet. What got you interested?
Well, we bought a pool table, and I've just been playing on that ever since.
Okay, so do you do like trick shots or 9-ball, 8-ball? What do you play? 9-ball? Can you tell us what 9-ball is?
Well, you got 9 balls, or numbered 1 through 9, and you got to hit them in order.
Okay, so let's say you make 1 through 4, and then you miss number 5. What happens then?
It's the other person's turn.
Okay, so how do you win?
You put in the 9 ball.
Put in the 9-ball. That's all you have to do.
Yep, that's all you got to do.
In order. So you can hit in all 8 balls, and then miss the 9th one. And all the next person has to do is put in the 9-ball.
Yep.
And the person who made the first 8 did all the work for nothing.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It is.
Wow. Anyhow, good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us today for this edition of Sports Corner. I'm your host, the legend, Coach Rush, Coach Dudek. Do you have any final words of wisdom for our listeners today?
Just as Coach Rush said, you got to stay in the middle.
Well, I want to leave you with this. As you prepare for this next week, stay cool, but don't freeze. See you later. Welcome back. This is a big announcement that I have here for everyone. Please, if you don't listen to the announcements, this is a time to tune in. But ladies and gentlemen, can you give me a drum roll? This year's Hardin County Teen of the Year
It's Alex Householder.
All right, at this time we're going to send it off to Explain the Universe. Take it away, guys.
I'm Mr. Stuck, and I am here to explain the universe. If you haven't read, there is evidence of two galaxies colliding far out in space, and scientists are trying to learn a lot on star formation and supernovas through these collisions. I guess my advice to everyone is try to look up something science-based every so often, and then you can sound smart when you're with your friends, even if you're not, and you can wow some really dumb people.
Hey, welcome back, Kitten High School. And we're about to send it off for Mr. Rush as he takes us Ride through history.
All right, through history.
I don't know what he's going to be talking about, but I'm sure something.
Let it ride. Let it ride.
Should be something.
Take it away, Coach.
What's up, KHS, and welcome to Ride Through History with Coach Rush. We're gonna go edgy today because history's boring if you don't go edgy and no one really cares about it. So we're gonna talk about a little bit of a government conspiracy, government truth today. Did you guys know our federal bank that tells the mint to print money for the United States is owned by private people, not by the government, the federal government? So, when you get a job someday and pay taxes, you're actually paying taxes to people who aren't in our government so they can get more and more rich. And the government is taxing you at a socialist tax rate. That way, they can pay the loans back to the people that they borrowed the money from. And the system of perpetual debt continues in the United States. Thank you. This was not really a ride through history, but a reality check with Coach Rush.
Welcome back, guys. One quick announcement. There's going to be a parent and interest meeting for all high school girls and girls entering high school next year in the high school cafeteria for soccer on Tuesday, May 22nd at 6 p.m. I'm excited about this next segment, though.
So am I.
Hey, let's take it away. We're sending it off. Bro time versus girl talk. Roll it.
Welcome back, KHS. It's your favorite segment, Bro Time with the Bros. Today's episode, we have two special guests with us, Mr. Dudek and Mr. Stuck.
Hello.
Today's topic, why do students complain all the time? I'll open it up to you guys.
Well, my students don't complain all the time, but they complain a lot. And I think it's because they're a little bit spoiled because they generally get to do things they want to do because they're good students, they don't get in trouble, but they're a little bit spoiled because they get their way a lot. What do you think, Mr. Dudek?
I concur.
Nothing to add?
I don't want to beat a dead horse here. I mean, he did a very good job of explaining it. We have a lot of good kids here, but you know, they like to get their way a lot, and when you don't get your way, they throw tantrums. Kind of reminds me of my 3-year-old at home. Mr. Clapside, you got anything to?
I agree with that point. Also, maybe we have a few students who might be a little bit lazy. I think it's easier to complain than it is to actually buckle down and do the work. So I think that might be a factor as well.
Yeah, I would agree.
And our second topic would be Teacher Appreciation Week and how maybe we as teachers don't feel appreciated by the student body. How do you guys feel about that?
You go first, Mr. Dudek.
I got nothing. That's a thing. Apparently, it's a thing. Did you know it was a thing?
I didn't know this whole week was Appreciation Week.
It's Taco Tuesday, so.
It is Taco Tuesday.
Oh, that's the reason
Who
to
provided the
celebrate.
tacos though?
Another teacher?
Another teacher, right? Yep.
Ah.
Teachers providing for teachers. That is appreciation.
We
Week.
just have each other's back. We appreciate
True.
each other.
Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely have each other's back. That's why we're bros.
That's why.
Touche.
Well, that's been it for Bro Time.
We're here to have girl talk about teacher appreciation and students complaining.
I like teacher appreciation because we get Taco Tuesday.
And the donuts, they're
Donuts are
awesome.
fabulous.
And tomorrow is Snack Wednesday.
So feed us and we'll be happy. Hint.
It may help your grade in some cases.
It can really help your grade in Mrs. Ely's class.
So why do you ladies think students complain?
Because they're being pushed to do more than they expect.
Good answer. Ditto.
And in many cases, they're lazy and unprepared.
That too.
Ditto.
So that's all we have today on Girl Talk. Send it back to the studio.
Welcome back, KHS. I want to take this time to send a hypothetical shout out to all those seniors who potentially have their grades up and who need to get their grades up because graduation is right around the corner. Off to the news.
Hi, welcome to In the News. with Mr. Baroker. This past Tuesday was the Ohio primary election. The results are as follows. For the U.S. Senate, Democratic candidate is incumbent Sherrod Brown. The Republican candidate is James B. Renacci. The Ohio Governor Democratic candidate is Richard Cordray, and the Republican candidate for governor is Mike DeWine. U.S. House District 5 candidate is Michael Galbraith. The Republican candidate is Bob Latta. State Senator in the 1st District Democratic candidate is Adam Papin. I hope I pronounced that right. The Republican candidate is Robert McCauley. And the state representative in the 83rd District Democratic candidate is Mary Hartsfield. And the Republican candidate is John Cross. Hotels across the nation are replacing the travel-sized toiletries, such as shampoo and body wash, with full-size bottles attached to the wall. Hotels claim that this switch will be more environmentally friendly, eliminate need to pick up toiletries from the front desk, and lower the risk of small caps falling down drains to back up plumbing. Tens of millions of Americans are suffering from allergies. However, researchers have found that as you age, your allergies should become less prevalent. 60 to 80% of children who are allergic to milk and eggs outgrow those allergies by age 16. Any big move can also trigger a shift in allergies. Unfortunately, some people are born with immune systems that are primed to develop allergies. Alright, Hawaii residents could face acid rain and volcanic smog after a volcanic eruption which has caused earthquakes and rivers of molten lava. The eruptions last week began releasing slow-moving lava and toxic gas into the Hawaiian communities. And once these gases react with oxygen, atmospheric moisture, and sunlight, they could produce smog and rain. And President Trump announced this week that the U.S. will withdraw from the 2015 Iran nuclear agreement. His claim is that the deal was so poorly negotiated that it provided the U.S. with minimal benefits, and it has Obama's name on it. Iran responded that they will continue their ballistic missile program in response to this decision. This has been in the news. Back to the studio.
This is Good Vibes with Mrs. Cole taking over for Trey today. So this quote by Maya Angelou: if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Super important that you think about that, because all the time we're complaining about this person and that person and what so-and-so said and what so-and-so did, and you can't change them, but you can sure change how you feel and think about it. Groovy.
Thank you for joining us on this week's Teacher Takeover of KNN. Check out the Twitter poll and have a great day, KHS.
Got it here. Turning into a train wreck.
Yes, it is. It officially has turned into a train wreck. Kitten, hang on a second. How about I take this crap out? You're gonna edit that out, right? Remember that.
The person holding our script has walked away, so I don't know what I'm going to be saying next. Coach Rush, talk to us about the Quiz Bowl team.
It's already recording.
Oh my god, dude. What? Did they have you on there?
I wanted you to do a drum roll.
What? You
do another drum roll.
Oh.
That's my part of the script.
Well, you looked at me like it was my part of the script. I didn't even know.
We're here today to talk girl talk.
That doesn't sound right. No, that's not right either.
This is our outro for the Sports Corner. Is that good?